Session 8, Anaya Lens. So remember, afterwards I always speak about what my experience is and stuff, and then I was saying how, you know, Archangel Anaya is so refined, but the word kept coming back. The next day, yesterday, I was like, refine. And I read Dorian Virtue's book, Angels 101, how the angels speak to you on a simple level. They do it by songs or by repeated words over again. So I was just like, and I've had it enough times that I just listen to my instincts. So I look and I was like, let me just see what the definition of refined is, right? Just the definition. I look, this is verbatim what refined is. The first definition is elegant and cultured in appearance, manner, or taste. That was fucking her. I mean, you can't make this up. I mean, that is her. I mean, I felt so refined, so well cultured, very well mannered in taste. Like, she had very refined taste, like very, like, it wasn't even stuck up here. It was this exactly her. Then I was like, holy shit. Look at the second definition. With impurities or unwanted elements having been removed by processing. The third definition, developed or improved so as to be precise or subtle. What that means is she wants us to refine our impurities and unwanted elements. She wants us to remove it by processing your emotion. And the way you process your emotion is you develop certain skill set so that you are precise and subtle in detecting what comes in, so that you are like a hawk. And she was very I felt like she was very aware, you know? Like, I'm always like this, as you can see. I get so excited. And she was like, nothing more. It was just very refined. So I know what that felt like, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, she wants us to be so, because in order to, and what are these impurities? These impurities are the program beliefs, not only the program beliefs, but it is the memories that we hold on to, the experience of what happened to us that had led us to be angry. It's not the anger itself. So by holding on to these are the impurities, anything that's not in alignment with who you are. You normally, like me, there's a lot of resentment, a lot of things that happened in the past and stuff. Those are the things that built up your character. So your character, instead of being mad, your character, well, she's just you know, those are the impurities. And you do that by refining the skill set. How are you going to refine the skill set? You refine the skill set by consciously putting in one thought, one thought that's good, and you say, I'm going to practice giving a compliment, and a genuine one at that, to people, to myself. Start focusing on one thing, one emotion that you can practice all day. By doing that, you're actually doing two things. You're developing a skill set, number one. You're automatically removing that by implementing something new. And three, you're actually reprogramming your subconscious mind. Because again, the way that the subconscious is programmed is by repetition and hypnosis. And that I do that with binaural beat frequencies. And that's been bananas too. So you can actually reprogram, but the only other way to do that is repetition, repeating. You know, And in the end, when we do both of those things, when we're refining our own emotions by practicing every single day and making it conscious. Remember I said that 5% of things that neuroscientists studied, 5% is done at the prefrontal cortex. Meaning if I'm having to consciously think about something, it's probably because I'm thinking about something new. If I'm doing 5 things at once, it's probably I'm operating in my unconscious. And normally our emotions are run by our unconscious. We normally do things, hey, why do you say it like that? What are they saying? You hear that shit all the time. And it's about refining your emotions. By refining it, your ass got to be conscious. Because that is the only way for you to really be so good at what doesn't bother, what's coming in, that you're like a hawk. You hear pinning it up, as opposed to being like reactive over everything, we move, that's nothing, that's no way to live. And so refined, you cannot make that up. And I was like, she is so not prestigious, refined. And then refined, and that shit like never left my mind. I'm like, okay, well let me just go see the definition is, and then lo and behold, the whole download. And number 2, I also wanted to tell you how I know, but I don't know. I'm starting to get what this is really about. I thought it was about, okay, I've done the work enough so that I can download and share the message. I was just thinking on that level. No, they have 7 main archangels with 7 different skill set that they are known for. Archangel Raphael is known as the healer. Archangel Uriel known as the knowledge and the psychologist, and he's known for pulling out the last bit of unwanted regret or anger or resentment, so you call upon these different angels for these different things. Well, I realized, I was like, wait a minute, archangel, I was calling him, I channeled him, and they're all archangels, and then when she is so sneaky, she is so smart and brilliant. So you know how she said about leaving the imprint? Well, her ass left an imprint on me. And she was like, there. Yeah, they've been leading, because I was just thinking like, wow, I am changing like a lot because of these channeling. Because the whole bigger picture is, that was their whole purpose and plan. Every single channeling these I'm far enough along in the process that I can talk and I say, oh yeah, I'm this far with my anger and resentment, but I still have this lingering. It's like losing weight, you lose 50 pounds, but then that last 10 pounds that is fucking won't go, no matter what you do, and you gotta have help. You gotta do something different, you gotta extra, put extra grease in. And that's what it is. It's like these last extra 10 pounds of like stuck, whatever, reactiveness or something, and it just won't go away. But I can talk. I'm far along enough in the process that I can do it myself. I can take myself out. Normally, that's why I did all of these things, these different kind of techniques. Help, myofascial release, water retreats, meditating, 10 days. I did it all. Because I knew I needed help, and that was my help. The resources are out there if you're hungry enough. Now I'm far enough in the process that I can get myself out fast, but then there's that extra 10 pounds, and I can't do it. And this is where they come in, and they have been not only channeling through me and sending that message, but I have been healing in this process And I didn't really even know, that wasn't even a thought. I was like, I was too concerned about literally channeling, and being scared out of my wits because of it, more than realizing that I've been actually healing a lot through this. I've been healing more in this process than I've ever done on my own, in the silence of my own mind. And it was caught me right left field, and you're laughing right now, right? That was the purpose, was to get me in a position where I can't distract myself or be distracted, and it benefits everybody. That's how you also know it's the angels. And furthermore, they did it on purpose. Like they wanted me to be videotaped and me healing and going through the muck, like indecisive, wondering, being mad and angry. Today I was talking about forgiveness. I didn't know how to make. I was really stuck, you know. I was really in it, and they wanted me in that, like, raw as it gets, and I'm channeling, so that hits the message. And now you're getting. This is the crazy thing. So Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about he's a neuroscientist who is, he wrote a book on how to break the habit of being yourself, and he says that, you know, when the mind and the body are in agreement, the mind, thought is the language of the brain, feeling and emotion is the language of the body. So when the mind and the body are in agreement, they're one, and that's whole. No wonder we're feeling separate, because our mind is thinking one thing and our body's doing totally something else. You know, that's another way of thinking you're separate, because you're actually you're actually separate, because your body's doing fucking something totally different and your mind's thinking about something totally different. But when your body and mind are in alignment, in agreement, doing the same thing, making the same decision, you feel whole. And what was the point of that one? I was in a roll. So when your body in agreement, you are at whole. So what better way to put someone, their body and their mind, right? Because I'm healing, doing stuff with I'm like physically having, like, vomiting and on camera, but yet I'm channeling, I'm trying to work. Now you're putting the word, now you're getting everything. The word, because normally self-help thing, you know, most channelers are not doing this. No one is doing this. No one, I guarantee you, no one's doing this. Because they don't know, they haven't done, certain people are just gifted with certain things. I'm just gifted in this. And when you can, that's the missing piece though. Because when you can implement, when you actually see a person going through that shit, and then you're like, whoa, it has to, 100%. There's no gray area, well, I don't know, you know. My friend, she's skeptical. She was like, she saw the video, yeah, that doesn't even look like it, you know? And I don't know how to edit video. I don't know one goddamn thing that I'm doing. Never done it in my life. And to have that kind of editing skill after, that's not me. That is not me. I'm guided and led, whatever, that is not me. And I still don't know what is going on, but I do know that they are leaving. They left an imprint, I left an imprint on me, and they did it on me. And they are leaving imprints on me in that I'm changing, like I'm getting a piece of their essence I don't care how I look. I don't care. Just, and they're like, like, put her out in the world, you know? Oh, I mean, if you're gonna do it, okay, you know, God always said that. I don't care. You know, but I'll be a show skipping downstream, happier boys in my body more. That's what, you know, instead, you know, that I didn't like. I didn't care. So that's why they're picking me to be like, which I don't care. You know, yes, I'm doing it for the will of God, and I'm doing the work. Yeah. So there you have it. And until next time, we will find.
And now, as I go into the sacred space, it is from this deep space that I ask that all energies and information that I share may be of the highest light for the betterment of all who hears.
We come bringing so much joy and love to your world. Your world is in dire need of joy and love. We were here a while ago. We did not speak because, well, for one, Linda is quite enjoying the feeling of this because it is nothing like she'd ever experienced, and that the joy we speak of permeates the whole body, expands, or equivalent to a tornado you see, where it is small on the inside and the tornado expands, or a funnel, we should say, to give you a picture in your mind of what it is that she is feeling. And it's not specific. It permeates, and this joy very light. She is never, it's quite new. It is almost confusing as love. She is saying, and we agree, because isn't that all there is joy is love. Love is joy. There's a difference between joy and happy. What brings you happy? We will explain. We see confusion everywhere. We don't hear your words, we hear the implication, not even the tone, the intention, and the vibratory rate that in which you speak of. And so the vibration of the word happy is, if it were to speak, it would be saying, oh, this will do for the meantime, but I will get bored and I would then need to find something else that will make me happy. You hear this. You actually hear it quite often, we should say. However, notice the words used. This will make me happy. I know some of you, it doesn't make sense. It's just Linda being dissecting the word, Linda being Linda. No. Although this is why we have chosen to speak through her, because of her analytical abilities and the creative side of her, and putting those two together, we're able to do this. Explain these concepts to you in a way where you will understand and sound. This is most useful, and no one can make you do anything. Otherwise, that is control. Although you do that all the time, but generally, broader side sense, no one can make you do anything. If you don't want, do it to yourself already, and two, you allow it to happen. But the only way you allow things to happen is if you are treating you that way. When you are needing, after whatever your choice of happiness is, then you're going to need something else that will make you happy. Make something happen. Automatically it's stemming from lack and scarcity. Regardless, the word happiness, make me happy, is more linear in nature relative to the word joy. Very good analogous, and Linda gets this all the time. As she was preparing for her bodybuilding career before she turned pro, people would ask, why are you doing this? Is there money involved? Linda said, no. Why are you doing this then? And she purely stated her dreams and goals at that time was to turn professional in bodybuilding. And she clearly states this, and the others, oh, okay, that's it. Now, after she had turned pro, and she gets quite often, how long are you going to keep this up? Why are you doing this way. So after you turn pro, what's next? Are you not going to do? How often? How long are you going to keep doing this? That is the gist of the main question that's always asked, and rightfully so, to the mindset of humans in general on your planet. Normally, you're a collector of things. This one makes odd. And you collect things like you do. You collect humans like you do things. She bored. Get bored. Then you switch on to the next. Then the next. Because that's not real joy. And it's a condition. We want to stress the importance of condition. You do this in condition. Happiness is a condition. Meeting the next, we will explain. And so Linda, for the first time, she did not have a why. Normally she is definitely a why, digging into the why of that. She likes to get into the root cause and the bottom of things. And when she got asked numerous times, what is it for? Why are you doing? And I don't know, because I just love it. When you do not need or do not have a why, and you do whatever it is that you do that you love, and you don't have a why, that is a condition. If I work out at a gym and my goal is to lose 10 pounds. After that is finished, I'll get another condition of why. Maybe it is to look a certain way and find an attractive opposite mate. That is my why. Well, sooner or later, by law of attraction, that will happen. And as soon as that one is done, you're going to get another condition. Until the point to where you'll get tired and you won't love. This is when you hear people say, oh, I grew out of that, or I love that, I don't like doing that anymore. You don't like doing the things that you grew out of, because rightfully so you grew out of them. But you did it because you like to get time. It's another condition. You're always going to find another condition. And this is why Linda has gone on continuing in her bodybuilding career, because it just brings her joy. She just gets lost in the hours and loves correcting certain injuries, loves dissecting the human anatomy in this way. Brings her great joy. And this is also why some of the are not even here anymore. You hear that we grew up. This is a very common one as well in regards to relationships. We just fell out of love. That is not it. This is a very strong statement, and we say we will explain this one. Your condition has changed. It's like continuing to eat your favorite vanilla ice cream because it reminded you of it, or reminded you of, and you keep eating it, you keep eating.
you're going to get tired. If it's a condition, it's a condition. This is, oh, I'm bored, I'm bored. And you do this with humans. Linda does not want us to say this is quite embarrassed, but she had a long list of what do I want in a man, and they were he has to have body, has to have big muscles. Oh, he has to be able to cuddle me and treat me like a queen. And she actually wrote this down. And all of these conditions, all of and then reviewing it back, oh, wait a minute, it's crossing, changing things, and not like this anymore. So then the next question is, well then, if we don't write them down, we don't write them, you don't write those down, then how will we know, and how do we manifest this? And you hear all the time, books, write this down, and your mates and your soulmates and such. The universe, your world, does not compute whether you feel joy from painting or the same feeling that being in love gets you. It's the same. Do you know this is fascinating, most fascinating? Linda had also done extensive research on IQ, emotional IQ. She had researched and it said that number one, crying and laughing are all the same thing. It's the same. And it also takes 315 different muscles, more muscles, 350 more to frown and scowl than it is to smile and grin. It was quite a difference between the numbers, by 200 at least, a 200 margin. To frown, to make a scowl, and most of you are walking around this way. And with this, it looks like a scowl. And it takes more muscles to use it. No wonder you are tired. It's too busy making the face of a scowl every day. There's no, that is preposterous. But that is preposterous, we would say. And the easiest way to manifest your partner that goes in alignment with who you are is allowing yourself to open your vessel and to fully immerse yourself into whatever you love doing. As Linda is, she spoke someone today, and she noticed something. Now this person, individual, had a prestigious job, and when speaking to this person, she had mentioned to her, oh yes, I do the same thing, and quite joyous, like she found a friend, like an alien or something, like this, and very joyous. And she started talking. Oh well, with and the woman, and then said something to the fact what and what would they think when I openly do this, and I have this kind of accolade, and that is not you. That is like being half of you. Would you want to walk around being stumped and walking around just your legs? Just your legs. That's preposterous. And this is, we would say, a way of explaining how to attract your partner in such a way that no one has ever explained it in this way. But we're not referring to humans love to, and Linda is most guilty of this. But tell me the steps and I gotta be right. And then it's and then color coding and tabbing and everything like this. Completely need to list. No, it is only done by how you feel. How are you feeling in this moment? A very good example. We will share another one of Linda's stories, which fits very perfect. Very good. Well, this one's quite comical. The two, and this was. She's quite embarrassed by this. She does not mind. This was when she was really kind of on her mission and writing down attributes in a mate. And she did this and followed the instructions of what she had read, wrote it on a paper, in a note card, keep it in your wallet, look at it occasionally. And she would do this. It would be so old, the ends would start to wrinkle and such, and not be as easy. Not really, it was just reading. It was how well appeared. I want a man that has a nice abs, and it's going to. It's like a tape recorder, no input at all from here. Understanding this repetition and being the person she is, I gotta do it. I'm gonna conquer. I'm gonna do this. It's about repetition. And one day. It was New Year's Eve, and she loves putting herself on various tests. She loves testing her own mental capacity, which is not bad. Her own belief system, she loves testing it in this way, and she remembers having the feeling of not being going out by yourself instead of needing people to go out with. She was never this way anyway, but she wanted to go out and in an atmosphere where there's usually friends, and she wanted to see if she could do this by herself, enjoy her own company. And Linda on the conquest, she's doing this. This is a correction. This was not New Year's Eve. But New Year's Eve is leading up to the point. This was going to a club, a famous DJ she loved very much, and she went by herself. And very good music was playing live,
she found she was not enjoying. She was too busy looking around and searching, looking around, seeing who is there and what man fits her profile on the card. This is most true on the card, and she didn't pull it out. She had it memorized at this point, and looking, thinking, and then you all know how easily frustrated she gets, throwing her hands in the air. There's no one cute here. Can't believe it. Out of all these people, no one cute. Not even a guy. Very annoyed. She loves dancing too. Didn't even dance. Did not enjoy the music. It's a very good DJ is playing, a very good one, who stopped playing when it was his 50th birthday. At that, and realizing this, but the momentum, you see, when you realize something, sometimes, a lot of times, the momentum is so much that you really can't stop. It's trying to stop the vehicle after it's gone downhill half the way. You can't, the momentum is too strong. This is analogous to your emotions. When you're used to doing something, if you're in a bad mood and you say, oh, well, why don't you lighten up? You cannot. It just has too much momentum. So the only suggestion at this point, and she was cognizant enough to actually being aware, she just had to write it out and learn from this and go back into her lab and calculate, do some work, as she always does. Fast forward this past year, recognizing her quite a big learning lesson and mistake is that I know what I did, and she had a good ample time to listen, to analyze what really taught, and she had one day we do not know how this happened. One day she had in her thinking, or we say not thinking, it's in her non-thinking that answers come. One day in her non-thinking, an answer came to her. Oh my goodness, that's the reason. And we had imposed this on her in her mind in a form of a question. We had said to her, can you find something that's lost? Are you going to find something that is lost? No. And she got it immediately. She was, oh. It was such an enlightening experience, and it was comical to her. She started laughing. She said, no wonder she didn't literally say it, but her emotions, she spoke of it that night. She went out by herself. She was on a manhunt, searching a manhunt, and you can't find something that is lost. She's trying to find a man, her card. She was trying to find, but you can't find what is lost. A very big awakening. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. However, you must also try this, because that's all a part of learning, is it not? You cannot get the lesson and skip a step. You can't skip. If you do, most people do actually. We correct our verbiage. When you skip steps, the repercussion is almost fatal. It may not be physical, but is quite relative to the emotional component of how you will feel and what it does on the inside. Never mind the outside, what it's doing to you on the inside. It's skipping a step. And this is needed and most helpful to her. She made the next time be New Year's Eve last year. And she had said, I want to go out by myself because in the past Linda had this whole fairy tale, knight in shining armor, fairy tale story of someone kissing me on New Year's Eve and they'll be my mate, and I have always wanting someone on me, never have it. And she had said this is the perfect time to bring in the new year with only me. And not only me. No. And setting this intention, she had said out loud, it is my intention that I go out and have fun. And will you know what happened? Her best friend ended up going with her, taking the car, having front row parking, doing a photo shoot, taking pictures, having many. It was outstanding. It was so many people coming up to her that even her friend was saying, do you know her? Do you know her? People coming up to her like they were long lost friends for years. And doing this photo shoot that was outrageous. And this is what we do. When you don't have an agenda, or when you don't have a list, when you're not on a manhunt, and it's very subtle. It is very subtle. You all look around to see who's looking at you, and you're on a manhunt or the woman hunt. And you're never going to find your list because your list is lost. The man is lost. Is it any coincidence? We do not say. We say this to prove a point, not coincidence, but we say there is no coincidence. That when Linda's intention on, I just want to have fun. I mean, when we say everything, she was bombarded with people coming up to her, so much so that her friend had said, do you know her? Do you know her? I mean, it was outrageous. When you don't have an agenda on what list
that up, and instead you give all the conditions up, and instead you focus your intention on doing something that you know. What if I and doing something that you love in secret is not doing something, is not entirely. This actually feels quite liberating to being able to not hide anything and share with you all information about what she had read, and not care what anyone thinks, because that's her truth. There's no why. Why are you doing this? Well, I don't know. And she does not know. She has an idea in regards to herself. That was correct. We are leaving imprints on her. And notice she is getting more than what she had thought originally planned. When you don't have a list and agenda, when you don't have conditions, you all have conditions because you had lost your ability to do things that bring you joy, not happiness. If you say, this makes me happy, I'm happy when I do this, or this brings me joy. You hear it differently. We know you do. You take the same sentence and just replace one with the other. Those are conditions. You try it out and say, well, if you can say because I want, that is exactly why marriage is, because they fit the list. The list that you had made, and you made the list. The number one was on the list, Linda's list, was the cuddling and holding. Oh, he has to be affectionate. He has to, that's a number one. He has to. Never really realizing it was just an air she was getting back of how she has been treating herself with neglect. And well, thank goodness she didn't have that one. Thank goodness she's thanking us of not paying her in mind of her lists and conditions. We always have your best interest at heart, dear ones, always. And some of you think you get a punishment and you're doing something because you deserve it. You are only punishing yourself by your thoughts. When you could say anything that you think, when you don't have a why, that brings you that much closer to what brings you joy. You know what we mean when you do something and you get lost and you get lost at a track of time. Lost it was 3 o'clock and now it's 7 o'clock. Where did the time go? Well, you forget to eat because you get lost. This has been Linda. She loves eating. And she loves doing this and being on the computer and editing things. Hours, to the point where her MacBook gets hot, very, quite hot.
Sir does not lie. Then, my dear friends, now you are operating from the realm of quantum physics and quantum particles of possibility. Conditions are equivalent to science and history. Science is known to be very efficient at predicting because there's history, there's a trail, there is a pattern, and follow the history and the pattern. It's a clear-cut hypothesis diagnosis, and that is condition. It has a beginning and an end. It's science. You can predict what's going to happen at the beginning. Well, in the beginning, in quantum physics, you do not know anything can happen. When you set a condition, when you do things, you will get tired of it. We guarantee you this. And you get bored and you switch. You start to collect, or you move cities, dye your hair, cosmetic surgery, and when you start to really go in and tap into what is it that brings me joy. We remember Linda brought her countless joys. Picking up pennies, collecting pennies. As silly as it sounds, the floodgates of unbounded possibilities you cannot even fathom when you do things that bring you joy with no condition. We know this is all new to you in this way, and the shortest way to make it easier. Why am I doing this? Because then you're going to need another condition once you stop. Once you get used to that. It's very analogous to tattoos. It's a very perfect example. One person had one man Linda was seeing had it looked like a scratch mark in the form of a tiger or some sort, or right here. Linda kind of looked at it. This man sheepishly said, "Oh man, I got that when I was younger, and I wish I never got it. I loved it at the time. I thought it was bad, cool, and I hated it. But he had I loved it at the time. These are all conditions. Call upon me, and I will assist you in giving you that strength, so that you may do what you love without reservation. We assist in bringing peace and harmony and love to whom you love. We will urge you to ask yourself this question: what is it that I am wanting your boyfriend to do, your date, your lover, your friend, anyone, any human this applies to? What is it that I am needing from him? this human, this individual, and then you find a way to go in yourself and give it to you. This way it stays and it doesn't leave. This is most urgent message of all, dear ones. We do this in the most joyous state, the highest state, in balance, in harmony. We leave you with this peace and joyous love. Yes. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Oh. Wow. Whoa. Huh. That was crazy. Ooh. Well, first of all, oh my goodness. That... I felt so like... I felt the kind of joy that she was explaining that I felt. Because normally when I'm happy, you feel it in a certain place. I mean, I'm in tune with my body enough to like know where it's always in here, you know? It's like that. So it's always like happy, it's in here. That joy was like, it was so pure that I felt like I was levitating, like I was elevating. I couldn't even feel my body. It was so light. It wasn't even a body. It wasn't even. It didn't have mass. It didn't have energy to it. Wow. It literally felt like, I don't know, like it was, and it permeated, like it didn't grow. It was just this like expansive, like it was insane. And I couldn't feel. What was interesting is I could have sworn there was other energies walking by. I saw white several times and something close, pressure really close to my right side of my face, you know. That was interesting. Yeah, and even like I feel like really happy. Not really happy, but like just wow, like really joyous, like very joyous, you know. My goodness. And I forgot to tell you that yesterday, well, today when I woke up from yesterday's meditation, I woke up happy. For the first time in, I don't know when, ever. Because that impression, when it's power, done with power, it expands. And it's no ending. Force, doing things out of force, it's limited. It's A plus B plus C. It's hard science. Not quantum physics. Quantum physics is just out there. All possibilities. And that's how I know it's something, because it's that shit had me happy and more today. From that, it grows, expands, and that is my hope with this and all of you, and seeing this where it goes, and how many, I won't say how many lives can I touch, but seeing what it's doing to me is huge. And I think that's enough. So I leave you with that. Do what brings you joy. Maybe it's coloring. Remember, I used to color. And color number 1, green, number 2, red. Do that. Be silly. Because you can.